lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They're on the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Phillips. And some room to work. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 70 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. From the 38. Rodgers buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. They find some open field here. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
An extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Finding Walker complete. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
First down,
Rodgers now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray now. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
To throw is Rodgers. That is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, Rodgers. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 14, Dolphins 7.
Play action. It's Rodgers.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. In motion left, the tight end. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively. Well,
extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Chargers, 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for
Now
Miami.
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 60 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On play action, now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Rodgers to throw once more. Pass caught. It's Galladay on the out route. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable and in a lot of ways unfamiliar spot because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Murray.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Phillips. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Phillips. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Murray going to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Phillips. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Second and 5.
Up the middle they go. Phillips. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. An extra point by
McCann up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
24. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
Win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. For this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
8 yards on the field. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38, Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was...
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
31. Chargers 28. Jason Sanders to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
At the 19-yard line.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
To throw is Murray. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Phillips. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, it's Phillips. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one lines up a turnover.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Murray. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Phillips They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw, it's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
38, Chargers 35. Jason Sanders to kick off formally.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From the 10.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rodgers going to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to swell the lead to 6. Sanders' kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Phillips. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Phillips. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Phillips.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Phillips. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for 2nd place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record. But we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people of the NFL.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Rodgers to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will stop the clock here as he's out of bounds with the first down. The 24 seconds remaining.
A nice pickup of 17 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw, Rodgers. Being chased out left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.